According to a news that was published by the Nigerian Tribune newspaper online, it was reported that the convener of the Northern Elders Forum (NEF) and former Vice Chancellor of the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria in Kaduna State, Professor Ango Abdulahi, in an interview with Tribune's correspondent, has given his view after he was asked if it was right for a Northerner to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari after 8 years in power. While responding to the question, he said, "Look, there is no morality in politics and there can be no morality on this. Go and look at the Constitution, and the Constitution will tell you the basis on which you become a voter or the basis on which somebody will vote for you." Further asking, he said if politics was about morality, then people should go to the mosque or church. With his view, he restricted that anyone can succeed President Muhammadu Buhari if the person is qualified. Really, you are saying that now, but during the Goodluck Jonathan's time, all of you came out and said it was the turn of the North. That was why Atiku rushed back to APC and he said, oh, it was the turn of the North. But now, you are not saying that there's no morality in politics, that if you are talking about morality, go back to the mosque or church and talk about that. So when it seems as if it's not going to favor them, they'll begin to twist things. That is why if we don't have system in place, we are going nowhere in this country, because everybody is fighting for personal interest. My tribe, my religion, that is what has been the base of this country. Atiku should not succeed Buhari as he is also a Northerner, and Tinubu should also not succeed Buhari because he's also a Muslim. A Northerner should never succeed a Northerner, and a Muslim should never succeed a Muslim. Give Christians chance this time around. Obidati we know. Yes, politics is not about morality. However, I doubt that Professor Abdulahi should have had the same view if a Southern Christian was contesting to take over from another Southern Christian. They won't take it now. It's not going to be so. Let us not pretend the North is not willing or ready to relinquish power or control at the center. The only way to solve this problem before it becomes irretractable is to revisit the constitution. A return of the regional system with a largely ceremonial president will empower us to develop to our full potential. So who are the people that will do that? Is it not the same people? They've already stationed themselves. They won't even agree to that. And it's unfortunate that the southern politicians are still falling to the antics of these people. They will tell you, oh, you have to be politically correct. Let things be going the way. In as much those southern politicians are well settled, they are the ones that have been given all these kind of sentiments, all this kind of support because of their own selfish interests. And that is why we are where we are today. A lot of things are so rigid. A lot of things are so tight that it will be impossible for us to change it. So they've been building on all of this rubbish that we are experiencing for a very long time. They've been doing that. At the end of the day, see where we are. It is not difficult. Go and check all the people heading all the parastatals, all the key positions in this country. They are the people. These are the people who are there. And that's why when it comes to their this thing, even if you say let there be voting or let there be whatever, due to the politicians or the House of Rep members or the senators, the same people will there. They are the ones they will take. They are the majority of them are in the house. So if you say go back to this, go back to that, why is it that we are still talking about restructuring? They still don't want to do that restructuring. They are playing games with the restructuring. So if you talk about a regional politics that we were playing before now, it is difficult because it's still going to be the same thing, the same way we've been having problem of having to have a restructured system. As long as we continue with this unitary constitution that was foisted on us by the military, true peace and meaningful developments will elude us. They will regret if they thought they are wise. As old as this Malam, he has no truth in him. Then one begins to wonder when he will repent before he joins his ancestors. Truth is bitter. The Southerners always want to remain in power. The Northerners want to remain in power. Now you are talking about constitution and morality, but when power shifts to the southern part, The North will forget morality and constitution and will be saying it's their turn. Very senseless people. God said the southern leaders are slaves. I will bring up worthy sons and daughters to reverse that. Meanwhile, I will shame the South by bringing up a northerner again and a Fulani to force the undead laws of Nigeria to act. Then I shall crush the northern power for all time. Well, but your name sounds like a Muslim and a northern name. Abi, they adopted you ni. Nigeria and leaders that lack integrity and good sense of judgment. Nigerians, over to you. You have the choice and opportunity to choose your leaders now. Southerners are confused. They learned nothing. Only the East shall improve under the coming administration, which shall be another Fulani. It is God's oracle. Write it down. It is very right. Why is it that in US, in UK, France, Germany, and most advanced countries, why is it that only the whites and Christians in those countries that become presidents and prime ministers or chancellor? In the case of Germany, it is about merit and not number. Was Obama white man? God has given Atiku the mandate, no doubt, but don't rejoice. That gift is to Trojan horse. The so-called elders disuniting the country, it is a pity to Fiakwa. He is talking morality, it is not necessary now, but if it was the other way round, they would have resorted to serious violence. We recollect how Namadi Sambo's house was burnt in Kaduna because he accepted to be Jonathan's VP. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Would they not have accepted if OBJ had handed over the government to Segun Oshoba, his kinsman? Please, Professor, please think Nigeria and is less of Fulanism. They are too cunning to be desired. Yes, Professor, look, there is no morality in politics and there can be no morality on this. It's laughable. Rig a northern and let us wait at which and what will happen. Mark, majority of the southerners are tired of the fraud constitution he was referring to. Rig a northern and to your tent, oh Nigeria. Definitely you would mention it in the streets of Kano, Sokoto, Daura, and so on. That once upon a time there was a country called Nigeria. Professor, let your cohort try it and come and see the reaction of the rest. We don't even want 1999 constitution, but to go to what we signed as independence. Who are the majorities of the southern who do not even have a say? Why those that their education to the high heavens, who know what to do, is afraid to talk because they have sold their birthright to the Fulani tribe, to the Fulani, bribe money and positions they giving them. Yes, no decision making power. So none of them dare speak out so as to lose favors from where. What a disgusting statement from an elderly statesman. So disgusting.